Hello guys, I am Mahesh, student of Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. I even work in AR and VR laboratory in my college. In this video, I will say you what is AR and VR, how they are differentiated, how they are used in real-time world, and even I will demonstrate you with a basic tutorial on augmenting a picture or a video or some 3D object in augmentation reality. So what are we waiting for? Let's go on. Welcome to the AR and VR Technology Training Program sponsored by Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. I am Mahesh P, currently pursuing in ECE department. My role in AR and VR technology is to create 3D assets. These are some of my basic 3D projects which I have done before as a beginner. A realistic cake, grass, cube, my own name and a room. As a beginner in AR, I just created two projects. One is a UFO hovering over my laptop and other is something like a Lenskart advertisement. These two things are created using Spark AR Studio. But I don't recommend you guys to use the Spark AR Studio because Spark AR Studio is limited to certain levels. You cannot use these two filters or see these two projects any other than Instagram or Facebook. So let us see what software can be used to create AR and VR things and what is meant by AR and VR things. What is AR and VR? AR, augmented reality. VR, virtual reality. In augmented reality, we are going to augment some 3D object or some 3D filters which we done in virtual into the real-time world. Whereas in AR, we are going to enter into a virtual world where everything is going to be in a virtual manner. In AR, we are going to differentiate between the real-time world and a virtual world. Whereas in VR, we are going to enter into a complete virtual world. In AR, the user can interact with both in virtual world and as well as in this real world. Whereas in VR, it's going to completely be in the virtual world. Smartphones or tablets are grand enough to use this AR technology. But for VR, we need headset gears like VR headset gears, something like Oculus and some etc. things which are being used for VR headsets. Let us see how these two technologies are used in real life. First, let us see how AR is used in real life. AR is used for gaming technologies, for education, for real estate, for architecture buildings, and so on. For gaming technologies, the best example is Pokemon Go. For education and real estate and more those things, we use AR technology. We are going to see the rightmost corner. There are two buildings which are augmented. Those two are my colleges. We have augmented two of our college buildings into the AR technology. So let's see how AR is used in real life. If you're going to see the first image is a conference meet in a virtual meet, a conference meet in a virtual reality. So this is something like a metaverse. If you're going to see the recent work of Facebook has changed into a meta, they are going to upgrade the metaverse and they are going to boost up the VR technology. So the VR technology is going to be the future of many technologies. So the first one is a base concept which is going to be like a metaverse, and these are used for teleshopping and these are used in medicinal purpose, retailing, real estate and so on. So let us see one example which Walmart has produced as a prototype how they are going to use the VR technology. Go and look.
Thanks for visiting Walmart. I will be your shopping assistant module today, but you can call me Sam for short. Okay, let's get started. I have your shopping list loaded up, and I'm tracking your oil change so I can let you know as soon as it's done. You see the tomato sauce on your left? Go ahead and grab that and then place it in your cart. Great! Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile, so no need to wait for an ID check. Just place the item in your cart whenever you're ready. getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back?
So if you're going to see this video is complete a VR retailing shop. So in this video, this is going to be how the future is going to use the VR. So if you're going to see, you are no more need to go around the shop or go around the places and you need to buy things. From a standing place, you can buy anything, and even the technology is going to get improved. If you're going to see in this, it's going to have a age verification if you're going to take some wine bottle, and if you're going to take some extra things which is already existing in your place, it's going to give you a notification that you are already have these places. So this is how the VR is going to get advancement, and it's going to be more better and than the present. So let's continue the watching video. You go on.
Hey, good news, your oil change is done. Your vehicle will be ready at the Tire and Lube Express. I've added the service charge to your cart. Now for the fun stuff. To electronics! You definitely saved the best for last. This TV has great reviews on Walmart.com. Add it to your cart, and I'll have it brought to the front for you. Need any accessories? Here are some options on Jet.com. Looks like that's everything on your list. Are you ready to check out with Walmart Pay? I'll have the TV brought out to your car. Thanks for shopping at Walmart and have a great day.
So these things are great, right? But these are going to be the real future. We are going to enter into the virtual world. Virtual world is going to play a major role in the future. So let us see what are the softwares and what are the things we are going to use for this creation of AR and VR things. For creating the projects in AR and VR, the softwares most probably used are Unity and Unreal. These two software are more popular in this field, and they are even popular in making their games. This software plays a major role in game development studios too. Unity is based on the process of programming called C#, whereas Unreal is based on the process called node creation or virtual programming. For the process of creation 3D objects, the most popularly used softwares are Blender and 3ds Max or Autodesk Maya. I recommend you guys to use Blender because it's free and open source too. So let's see the system specifications. Make sure that your system meets with these basic system specifications. At least your system must have this minimum specs so that you can make sure that the softwares which I recommended before can be run in smooth. So let us see how to download this Unity, and we are going to use a plugin called EasyAR for the process of augmenting some objects. So let me say you how to download this and how to use those things. Well, let me say how to download Unity and EasyAR. First, let us see how to download Unity. First, go to Chrome and gently type Unity and click enter to search. So if you're going to see, the first web link is going to be the Unities, and click on the download Unity hub. And here you have download for Windows. If you're going to click on that, and you are going to get the download link. After downloading the Unity hub, inside that you are recommended to download Unity's latest version and Visual Studios 2. To download ECAR as the same we done to Unity, just go to Chrome and type ECAR and search for it. Yeah, again you're going to get the download link. Click download and you're going to enter into the download page. You scroll down to the bottom. Here you have ECAR Scene Unity plugin. Click on this ECAR Scene Unity plugin and download this ECAR Unity plugin and extract them in your location. After downloading and installing Unity, you are going to have this Unity Hub. Open that Unity Hub and click on this new button. So here we are going to first name the project. Let me name this as AR training and set the location as, well, I have a default location D in Unity. Set as you wish and click on create. After some time you are going to get opened with this Unity software page. It's going to take some time. Based on the system specifications, the time may vary. So wait for some time and make sure that the page is going to get opened. The reason for the time taken is because it's going to import some soft project. After getting imported with all the packages, you are going to enter into the default page of Unity. In the middle space here, it is called as Scene tab. This left one is called as Hierarchy tab. The base one is going to be the Project tab, and side to it, you are going to have the Console tab. And in this right side, you are going to have this Inspector tab. What all the elements present in Hierarchy tab will be shown in your Scene tab. In the Project tab, you are going to have the basic elements. In Inspector tab, if you are going to click on any element of Hierarchy tab, the information of those is going to be shown in this Inspector tab. Now let us look out how to navigate through this software. To zoom in and zoom out, middle mouse scroll button is used. As you scroll in and scroll out, you can zoom in and zoom out. To rotate through this scene, just click Alt in your keyboard and left click mouse button, and you just can rotate the scene and you can look in 360-degree upside and downside as you wish. And to pan, you just need to click Alt and middle mouse button, so you can pan like this to frame to sides. Just like this, you can pan this. And another way to zoom in and zoom out to a single object, just click Alt and click on right button in your mouse, so you can zoom close in and close out to some object. This is how navigation is mostly used. Now let us see how to move some object. Well, before knowing how to move some object, let us learn how to import an object. To import an object, just go to this Hierarchy tab, right click on it, go to this 3D object and click on this cube. So now you can see that a cube is imported. If you're going to get lost of the cube, or if you're going to scroll out very large and if you're not going to see the cube, now you don't know where the cube is. So just click this cube in Hierarchy tab, place your mouse in the Scene tab and just click F. So like this, you can import some 3D object or any other object which are needed into the Scene tab. So as such the same, you can even import some other 3D objects like cube, sphere, capsule, cylinder, plane, and like this, whichever is needed for your project. Based on your opinion, you can import these things. So now let us see how to move or transform or scale, rotate some objects. Just click this cube. You are going to see 3 arrows. This arrow is going to show you that your object is going to move in those specified manner. So this red one, it's in x-axis. This is an x-axis and it's going to move the object in x-axis alone. Just click and drag it so you can see that it's going to move in x-axis. This green one is the y-axis. Here you are going to see the green one is y, red is x, and blue is z. So if you're going to move some object in along y-axis, just click this and you can move. It's just in along y-axis. You can even simultaneously see here this object's transformation, position, rotation, and location are noted here. If you're going to move this object in y-axis horizontally or vertically up and down, you are going to see the y-axis value is getting changed. As the same, if you're going to move this in x-axis, here see the value are getting changed. As the same, if you're going to move the object in z-axis, see the values are getting changed. If you are determined that you need to place your object in some specified location, well, let me say you that I need the object in 0th position, means you can directly go here and just type your value 0 0 0. So this is exactly in the 0th position. So as such, like, you can change the position as you wish. So, and you can move the object even diagonally too. So this is z diagonally. So you can move the object in diagonal manner of z. So this is x diagonal. So move the object in x diagonal manner, and this is y diagonal. So move the object in y diagonal too. If you're going to move the object in a customized or random manner, you can just click the center button and you can move the object in any manner you need. So the shortcut key to select the move option is W. So already it's in a move, so you cannot see any changes. Now let us rotate the object. To rotate the object, you need to click the button E. So if you're going to click the button E, it's going to show you a sphere like things. So it is going to rotate the object. If you're going to click this red one and if you're going to rotate, it's going to rotate along in x-axis along. See simultaneously in this panel too, if you are going to rotate this with the help of that red axis, it's going to change only that x-axis value. If I'm going to rotate this green, it's going to rotate the object along with the axis of y alone. And similarly, if I'm going to click and rotate the blue one, it's going to change the hue along the z alone. See, since object is turned over to the same side of x and y, it's changing the value on the y and s. Let me show you it. So let me make it as 0 and let me make it as 0, and now it's 0. So now let us rotate the object in z-axis alone. So now see, the z-axis value is alone getting changed. So if you're going to rotate the object in random manner, click that white button, white sphere, and just rotate. So it's going to rotate your object in random manner. So okay, let me reset the object now. Okay, which is fine. So to shift from rotate to move, the shortcut key is W. To shift from move to rotate, the shortcut key is E. To scale the object, you need to click the shortcut key button R. So if you're going to click this R button, you're going to get to the scale option. So you can see this as the same as sphere, instead of as the same like an arrow mass, you're going to get a cube shape. So this is going to scale your object. The red axis is going to scale your object along in y axis alone, this red one. This y one is going to scale your object alone in x axis alone. And the same as z1, if you're going to scale this object, it's going to scale alone in the z axis. So if you're going to randomly, or else if you're going to scale the object all these sides in the same things at the same time, means you just click this middle one and drag it out. So you're going to scale all the things at the same time. If you are sure of the value that you need this object in specified value, means just go to this inspector tab. You can just type the values. Let me have some 5. So yeah, well, I need this y-axis to be strengthened. so that it looks like a cylinder. So no, not the cylinder, it looks like a rectangle or something. So let me shrink it out. Let me set to 2. Yeah, it now looks like rectangle. Let me even increase the size of, see, yeah, it's perfect. So this is how you're going to resize your 3D object. W is for movement, E is for rotation, R is for scaling. Make sure that you use these three buttons to make your work process to go faster. Now let us learn how to install ECR plugin into the software. So let me delete this cube. Go to this project panel and right click on this and click import package and click on this custom package, and the location where you're going to install this ECR, in that location go and search for it. You're going to get this icon. Click on this and just click open and wait for some time. Yeah, you're going to get this pop-up place and you're going to click on this import button. Just click on it and wait for some time. All the packages will be getting imported into the scene tab, so wait for some time. And yeah, you got it. ECR packages and those plugins are got imported into this Unity. Now let me shrink the size. Now we need to bring this ECAR, the prefabs which is available into this ECAR. We need to bring those things to the hierarchy tab. So just click on this search button and search for ECAR. Yeah, here it is. So this blue box, this kind of files are called as prefabs, which is going to hold some kind of materials or some predefined things. So just drag this and drop it here. Then search for image tracker and drag and drop this. Now search for image target, drag and drop the image target. Search for render camera, just drag and drop the render camera, and again search for world root. Here the world root is, drag and drop this, and finally search for video camera device. So make sure that you import these three prefabs into the hierarchy things, into the hierarchy tab. These 6 prefab are basically needed to augment some images into the virtual or real world. So what I'm going to do is bring this image target to the bottom and make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Make this 4 object as child for ECR. To make those things as a child for another object, just select those things, drag to the ECR and just drop it there. So if you're going to see, they're going to get indented into the ECR so that they become child. Why I don't use this image target to be as child of ECR? Because this image target, well, let me show you. You're going to see image target is something with a question mark. Image target is not going to be one thing, it's going to be some multiple things. You have 3 to 4 or many images, image targets, how much is needed for you. So I'm not going to make that as a child to the ECAR. So rest of the things let us make into the child as a ECAR, and now let us learn what are the changes we need to make the ECAR to get active. Now, to make the ECR to become an active element, we need to do some changes. So just go and click on this ECR, come to this inspector tab. So in this center target and window root, you're going to find none. So what you're going to do is, for center target, you are going to target image. So bring this image, drag and drop this image into this place. It's going to assign it. And for world root controller, the name is of world root. So just click this world root. Just come drag and drop this. After this, click this auto and change it to manual. click this assembly. In camera, bring the main camera. In camera root, again bring the main camera. For frame focus, bring the video camera device. And the center camera, click this drop down box and just click the size as 1, and same for the frame filter too, click the size as 1. So in the render camera, you need to drop this render camera into this, and for the frame filter, bring the image tracker to it. So in image target in tracker, nothing needs to get imported. So in render camera, you need to import this main camera, and no need for this thing external parameter. World root, it's nothing needed, and video camera device is also good, and image tag. So these changes are mostly you must need to do to make this ECR element to become active. What you need to do, just go to this ECR tab, click it, and just in center target place the image target prefab, and in world root just place the world root prefab. Go down, click this and change from auto to manual, and in manual tab click this assembly, which will be like this, and click this. In camera, bring this main camera. In camera root, again main camera, and in frame source just bring this video camera device, and in render cameras and frame filters set the size as 1, and bring the element for render camera render element, and for frame filter you need to just bring this image tag, and in render camera you need to place this main camera. So these things are must be done to make your ECR element to become an active one. Now let us learn how to load some images. So get to the asset tab, click this image target. So I need to do 3 different kind of augmentation. One, augmenting a photo, another augmenting a video, and third one augmenting a 3D object. So just click this image target, click this image target, come to the scene tab and click F. So you're going to get focused to it. Let me resize it as 1, not 11. So yeah, 1 is enough. So since I'm going to do 3 different kind of object, I'm going to duplicate this object. So as for duplication, I'm going to just click this image target, press Ctrl D. If you're going to press Ctrl D, you see you're going to get image target in brackets 1, which is mean you have duplicated that thing. So just move it out a little bit, and again let me resize it as 1 gem. So it's got resized, and again I'm going to duplicate this another one. Let me move it somewhat far away, and let me resize it as 1. So I have done 3 image targets. So these 3 image target is going to do me some 3 different things. So to assign some images for this, let me load out some images. Let me go to my desktop. Here I have some things, some images and a video. Let me select those, drag, come to this and drop here. So those things will be getting imported. So let me rename it as S1 for my convenient, and let it be Blender. This one, where it will be as such. This one let me rename it as S2. So to make some images as an image target, what you need to do is in asset tab, in this place just right click, go to create, click on this folder, and a new folder will be coming here. Just rename it as streaming assets. Just rename it as streaming assets, and it should be case sensitive and no space must be left. It should be as the same as how I typed here. After typing it, click yes. So whichever image you need to make it as a target, you import those images into that file. So let me take this eyes, blender, S1 blender and eyes. Let me drag and drop them to the streaming assets. So why I done this streaming assets? What is going that is going to do means, just click this image target in inspector tab, just click this image file source, click that drop down checkbox. If you're going to see, the path type is going to be from image as streaming assets. That's the reason why I've created a folder and named it as streaming assets. So you can even have some custom, but you, in this path type, you need to type the whole path of the location of this file. So if you're going to type them, if you're going to have some folder with the streaming access, and if you're going to import that directly, if that's, there is no much complexity, you can easily just type the file name alone, and you can just type the file name in the path and it's going to get imported. So let me first, an image target, let me first assign this S1 image. So let me go to this path, check it out. Your S1 image is in .png format, so you need to type the complete with this case sensitive manner. So click image target, in the path click, type S1, it's my file name. Whatever file name you are going to keep, you just type that file name. So png, here it is. We got our Spider-Man image here, No Way Home image. So our first image has got imported. Now it's time for the second one. So click the second one. So let me import the ice image. So this is ice.png. So ice.png. Yeah, ice image also got imported. Now the third one. So this one, let me use this blender image, blender.jpg. So well, I have set my three images as a image target. So this one first image, Spider-Man image, if I'm going, this image is going to show me a photo, this cube image is going to play me some video, this blender image is going to showcase me some 3D object. So let us learn how to do those things. So now let us learn how to make things augmentation. For that, first let us need to assign some plane for this. So let me click this first image target, right click on it, go to 3D object and click a plane. So a plane is going to get imported when it's much larger in size. Go to scale tab and reduce the scale as 0 0.1, 0 0.1, 0 0.1. Well, this size is affordable for me. Now let me rotate it in x-axis, let me rotate it to 90. So if I going to rotate it to 90, you're going to see some colorless because it's rotated in inverse manner. So let me re-rotate it in y-axis and 180. Yeah, so this looks good. So what I'm going to do is resize it. So for scaling it, let me click R and scale it in z-axis manner, this blue. So my image should be correctly to this Spider-Man's frame. So let me resize it and should shorten down, somewhat bigger. Yeah, okay, just, yeah, this looks good. So click W and move tool comes, just move it a bit forward to this image. So if you show this image, you must get some other image. Well, let me assign this, yes, to, well, this is a Spider-Man image. Okay, let me assign this image to this plane, just drag that S2 and drop it out on the plane. Well, if I'm going to show this No Way Home image, then it should come the Spider-Man versus image. So this is one plane, and for the second one, let me click this image target, right click on it, repeat the same process, click a put a plane and scale it down to 0 0.1, 0 0.1, 0 0.1, with the same rotation as 90 and 180, and scale it down, just click R, scale it down a bit, just this looks good. So move it a bit forward. Yeah, these two is good, it's in a great shape. So for this one, so this image target, I said that I'm going to place some 3D object for this. So well, what I'm going to do is, let I make a table, a base table, like I have a stone table, chair, like this things. Okay, let me take a 3D object, click on the cube, so it's getting bigger in size. So what I'm going to do, click R in this middle thing, just going to resize it in all the ways. Well, okay, this is good. Click W, move it little bit front. All, yeah, this is good. So again click now that's, just click the, make sure you are in the cube, just click in the cube, and now wait, yeah, now let me drag it to some size and drag it out here too. So here let me duplicate this cube, yeah, so it will be in same size and location. Relocate it. Let me make the base stand for this table, so click R and zoom it down there and look how it looks. Yeah, good. So make the correct angle and set the tables. So this is going to be a base model, just for rough work I'm doing it. So make sure to scale it as it touches the plane. So scale it down a bit. And scale this wise too a bit so that it looks good. Okay, so again duplicate this and move this to the next location. So if you're going to look it correctly from this upper location, if you're going to have it from correct upper location as like this means, just if you're going to see in this, you just click this pie, so it's going to correctly show you from the top location. So you can make the adjustment as you needed. So let me just move a bit from this. Okay, I think this looks good. Okay, so for this second image, for this cube image, I am said that I need to play a video. So just click that plane. This is my video element. So just click this, drag and drop it to the plane. Yeah, it has got assigned. The reason why you don't know anything is you are in the scene tab. If you go to game tab and if you're going to play it, it's going to show you. Scene tab is just like the modeling tab, which is going to show what is needed. The game tag is the actual result, which is going to show you how the result actually look like. So after placing this video in this plane, you're going to see a new thing component is getting introduced. It's a video player. So as such, like there are many components which is there under every kind of things. So in this video is needed, so the video tab has got inserted. Let me click this loop button too, so that my video will be getting looped always. So this is how we going to this is the images and the video and the 3D model which are going to augment. So let us see what is going to happen next. So after completing all the basic things, now let us click this play button and look how does our image looks like. Well, there is some error. Yeah, there is an invalid key. So what is this invalid key and what we need to do this is, let us see what are we need to do those things for this thing to get this rid of. So switch this off, and here in this panel, if you're going to click this easy here, change key license key. So here we need to put some license key. So let us learn how to put that license key. Well, to change the license key, what you need to do is go to Chrome or some browser, just type ECAR and go in, click on this first one, just sign it in, give your email ID and password, and just sign in. When you come to this page, click on this I need a new license key. If you're going to click on this, you're going to get this to this page. So in this, click the first one, and in this use special, click this or click this also. Just go down, let me say what need to do there. In this app name, let me type the app name as AR training. Well, okay. Well, so here to have an ID, you just type com dot any name. So let me just have a test name dot my app name AR training. So let me copy the same and place it here too. So after doing this thing, let me copy this app name, copy, and let me have this here too. So make sure that you have checked this and check this out and add a app name, database name, and that could be same as like the app name. In bundle, you need to follow this format com dot some, it is like a company name and your app name. So the same must be in for Android too. After doing these things, just click confirm. So now there is a new one added here. So just click this AR training, and you got a whole lot words. So just copy this. Yeah, it has got copied. Go to Unity. As I said, go to ECR, change the license key. Here it is. Just paste those. And now let this run in. Well, the error has got rid of, but still we can't see anything. So what's the reason? So just turn it off. Go to main camera. So this main camera is in this format. So you need to change that to make your camera to work on. So in this clear flag, just in this sky box, just click on drop down button and just click this solid color in background. Click on it, drag it down till the end of darkness so that value will be 000, it's complete black, and just click control and just close it out, close the tab down. So now let us look what is going to happen. So now let us see what is going to happen when I click this play button. Yeah, I'm there. So let us check out whether our products are getting worked correctly. So I have sent these images which I kept as an image tracker to my mobile. So let me check it out. Let me place my image. Yeah, it works. So if I show No Way Home's image there, I'm getting this. Spider-Man into the versus image. Well, this image tracker is working good. Let me see off for the video. Yeah, that's good. So you can see that my video is getting looped since I have clicked the loop video is getting looped. Okay, this too works good. Let me see for the 3D object. Well, yeah, my 3D object too works good. So we have learned how to augment some basic things. That's good, right? So now let us upgrade this 3D model to another next level. Well, I'm back here. So let us upgrade this thing. So what can we do? Let me have a basement, a shelter for this, and a pathway, something like that. So before that, well, I don't like this table. Let me rid of this. So what I do is just create a new 3D object. So let me import a cube. Let me place it somewhat distance. Let me scale it down as something like a plane and increase this size and increase this size too. Well, this looks like a platform. Yeah, that's good. So under this, let me create an empty object, empty, and let me name it as 3D object. So let me make this cube as a child for this, and let me create all the stuff in this. So let us have a four-side pillar, four-corner pillar. So another cube, let us import. Well, let us import an on-need of capsule. Let's try another thing. Well, yeah, I think this looks good. Let us have the cylinder. So scale it down a bit, move it up. Now again scale it large. Scale it somewhat. Well, this looks good. So relocate them. This looks very large. Let me reduce the size and relocate it. Let me copy this out and place it in the next corner. So make sure your size doesn't go beyond this plane, the cube. So let us have some good, yeah. Well, now let me copy these two pillars. Control D, just drag it out and place it. This goes beyond, so let me just push inwards some a bit. Yeah, this good. So let me copy this plane out and just put this as a shelter for it. Well, Yeah, this is too good. So let me copy this again, move it a bit front, and reduce the x-axis so it looks a payment. It's just like a payment walking inside and having a table in it. So let me hide this out. So view from the top. So here if you're going to see this eye symbol, it's going to hide it. It's going to hide in and hide out some things. If you're going to select something and if you're going to click this out, it's going to hide. So let me hide the top plane. So here let me again import a cube. Well, wait a minute. Again let me import a cube. Yeah. So move it out. Then to this. Let us make like a bench which we done before. A small act one. So well, okay. This side is good. So let me copy. Wait. Let me increase the size a bit and let me copy this again. So just place it down. Click F to focus a better view. So just again click R. So the basement. So you need to keep hovering 360 degrees. So since it's a 3D object, you need to look it from 360 degree in all dimensions, whether it's going to look good. So that's going to be a main task in 3D creation. So just hover it out and let me increase the brightness. Since it's going to get fixed with the above and as well as the below one. So if you're going to see there is a space here, so let me increase the size bit, a little bit one, and move it down. Check it out whether it doesn't go and it stitches the foot. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just shrink this a bit. Even this side. And let me shrink out this top edge. That. And let me bring it down. Yeah. So let me copy this out and drag it and place it here too. So let me go to the perspective view. Cheers. So this is orthogonal view. So this is something like a 2D image. So what you're going to do is just copy this out, drag and drop it as perpendicular to this. So back to this 3D work. Yeah, that looks good. So let me uncheck the top one. So what I'm going to do this, if I'm going to show this blurred image, I need this scene to get showcased there. So what I'm going to do is make this 3D object as child for image target. So what I'm going to do is just place it over that image, bring it forward and rotate it minus 90 degree back to the, yeah, it's too large. Let us reduce it. Just click R in center button, click and hold and just reduce it. Drag here. Let us reduce a bit again. Focus it out. So just get from this view. Reduce a bit. Well, this looks good, I think so. So back to the 3D, it must be something like it's placed on the image. Doesn't matter, it goes beyond means, doesn't matter, leave it. So yeah, well, it looks good. So now let us run and see how does it going to look like. Well, let us play and check it out. Let me show the image. Yeah, here our scene is. So our 3D image has got shown here. So let us give some colors and textures for this now. Let us learn how to give some texturing and how to give some colors. So now, how to make some texture or color for this material, how to assign some materials for this. So first we need to do is just for this is going to be the base, right? So what I'm going to do is in this palette, let me already a material tab is material folder is there. Inside that, go to inside that and just right click on it, go to create and search for material. Yeah, here it is. So let me name it as base. So in base, let me assign it to be as something like a greenish one. So here there is nothing changed. So what I need to do is drag this base and put it over it. So yeah, there it's going to be a greenish one. And let me make it something like a dark green, a bit enough. Yeah. So this the base one is good. So for cylinder, let us make another one material for cylinder. So let me name it as pillars. So for pillars, let me give some gray like material with some metallicness increase. So you can see the preview how your material is going to look like. So based on this, you can change your things. So some metallicness increase and let me reduce smoothness a bit. Okay. So yeah, okay, let me check it out. How does it going to look like? So yeah, let's focus it out and let us look how it look like. Well, I think somewhat roughness, smoothness must be done. So yeah, good. So let us assign the same to other pillars too. So just drag and drop this material. Well, it has got placed on. So for the rooftop, let me assign a new material for that. Well, where is materials? Yeah, here it is. Roof top. So for this, let me give some red color or some like orange thing. Well, this looks good, I think so. Just drag and drop it out. Okay. So now for this pavement, let me give some sandy muddy color. So just go create material. Let me name it as sand path and give a color like well, this looks like a sand one. So for the table now, let me go with the brown one. So table. So if you're not sure with the colors, you can even go to net and you can search for hexadecimal values, and you can assign a perfect color which you need, that you need to do things as. So let me give some. I think this color may be good looking. Okay, let me increase the smoothness a bit and the metallicness a bit. Assign the same to the base too. Well, we have colored our object. Now let's see how does this going to look like. So now let us click on this play button and let us see how does our 3D, how much it look like. Well, yeah, it looks good, right? So how about making this somewhat more realistic? So it's something like adding textures. So let me introduce you what is meant by textures and how to do those things and how to add those things. So let me see. Let us search for some good stuff from the net and let us download those things and let us add some textures and make our scene to look more realistic than the present one. So guys, for texturing, I recommend you to download some of the textures from affordable websites. So I recommend you guys to download some textures from websites like Polyheaven, 3D Textures, and Shard Textures. I usually use these kind of texture websites. If you got something good websites too, means you can go with that. So if you like that some of the textures means, just for example, if I need some floor means, let's go into floor. Let's look out for something which is good. Well, I think this may be good. So if you're going to kill key elements and you got to see the preview of that, and if you like, you just download here. So I took some time and I just downloaded some of the textures which I look is going to be good for my work. So let me import these things into the scene and let me check it out. So let me just first select those things. Let me make sure that I'm in material tab. Yeah, so let me click this and drag it down to this place. Well, wait, let all the materials get loaded out, and yeah, here it is. So it's ground, so let me put this base mesh into this ground. So in this base, so this is how my thing is going to look like, the preview. So what I'm going to do is, in this base, first ambition occlusion, this is going to placed in this occlusion tab, and this base color is going to place in albedo, and the height is going to place in height map. This metallic is going to placed in metallic place, normal in this normal tab, and roughness in detailed mask. Let me take this color out, and now let us look at them. So look how realistic it looks like. So as such, like this, we are going to give textures for other materials too. So wait, let's check it out. So I thought to give these things for pillars. So let me take this pillar, drag it down here, and again drag it out here. So for pillar, so this is going to be fuse map, and this is going to be the displacement map, and this is going to be the normal map. This is going to be the roughness map. So in this, let me change the color out and look the pillar now. So it looks so metallic, like a metal plate. So well, let's reduce the smoothness. Well, now here it looks good, right? Okay, now let's go to another part. So rooftop. Well, I got something for rooftop too. So let me drag this rooftop into this folder. Well, now as the same ambient occlusion to the occlusion place, base color to the albedo, height map to the height, metallic to the metallic, normal is going to place it in the normal, and roughness is let's keep this as a detailed mask. So let's focus it in. Well, does reduce the smoothness a bit. Yeah. So to makes more cube like this, so let us decrease the tiling too. So you'll get some more cubes. Yeah, this looks good. So let us go on with the next one. Okay, sand path. So here I got some materials for sand path. So let us check it out with sand bed occlusion, base color. Here it is. So height map. So these maps are going to calculate the height, the normal one, the base color. So such things are going to calculate by each of those maps, which we are going to assign those things. So let us assign everything and let us check it out. So let me bring this back to the white color itself. Well, now if you're going to see, it's going to look like some pitch like thing. So let me reduce the smoothness so it looks like sand. Okay, so finally the table. So constantly keep saving your project so that if you're going to get rid of something now, so you're going to make sure you're going to get again those things. So for table as such, there's the ambient occlusion, and place the views, place the displacement is a height map, the normal, and the metal. So let me focus it out. Okay, it's too small, it's too shiny. So then let me decrease it out. Let me bring the color somewhat to brownish. Okay, so we have made it a bit realistic, right? So now let's check it out how it's going to look like. So now let us play this and check it out how it's look like. Good. It looks much reality. You can see the texture, how it's going to resemble like it. So make things of your own. The good texturing makes your product to look much good, better, and makes your product to look much reality. So now what we can do is let's try to build these things into our mobile phone as an application. So let us learn how to build these things into a mobile phone. So before building this scene into an application in phone, let us know first one thing. In your mobile phone, make sure that you have turned on USB debugging. After that, connect your mobile phone with your PC or laptop. Then just go to File, click this Build Settings. In this Build Settings, click on the Android, click Add Open Scenes. After this, just go to Switch Platform. So it's going to take some time, wait for some time until the process is getting completed. So you can see that all the packages are getting imported. So wait for some times. The time taken may be speed or slow depending on the computer's specifications. And if you're going to use some complex things also, the time may take much longer time. So wait for some times. According to that, all the packages will be getting imported into it. So if you're going to see in side time, you can build this thing into PC, Mac or Linux on Universal Windows and some ISO, PS5. So these are kind of things which are used for gaming, right? So this software is, as I said in before itself, this software is mostly used for gaming technologies too. So learning Unity is going to favor you in creating games than playing games. So start to be a creator and start to try this out, and yeah, that's going to be a good thing, buddy. So let's wait for some more times. The importing is getting under process. So yeah. Well, now the things have got built up. So after this, go to player settings. In this player settings, click on this Vulkan and its graphics APIs and click minus. So wait for another sometimes. Yeah, it's almost, yeah, it has got done. And then scroll down to bottom, and yeah, in this identification, just click this override default package name. After, just delete this thing. Now go to Chrome, just type, just go for ECIR, sign in again. So you have made a license key, right? Just click that license key on and go to the bottom, so you can find your name, right? So make sure that when you type these things you make all the small letters. So just copy this one, just control copy, go here and just paste it. And well, in this default, in this run device, if you got connector, my phone is Samsung, so I got connector, so it shows here. If your phone has got connector, you can find the such the same in this checkbox. So after clicking this, just click build and run. So it goes to ask you something, ask this, just a file name, just you type it as, well, let me give the name as AR training. Okay, let me save it. Well, it's again going to take some time. And meanwhile, after it gets to build up, just look into your phone, it's going to get running too. So let me show my phone at the side too. So wait a minute, it's getting building up. So you can see all the project, all the files which I have imported, which we are used, all are getting building up, and it is getting packed up. So wait until all these things are getting completed, and just keep your phone aside, and you can just see, since we given a build and run, it's going to automatically run when it's going to get completed with the building process. So yeah, let's wait and see how it's going to look like. Well, I think it's about to end. I'm looking into my phone. Well, now just look into it. It's just starting to build up. See, just asking for permission. Just click allow, and yeah, here the camera has got on. So let me switch to the mobile vision and let me show how it's going to look like. So guys, I am in the mobile version. Now let's go and search for our app. So yeah, here it is, AR training. So well, let me click it off. So the app is going to get open. Well, here it is. So let's target us some images and look how they're going to look like. So here first our video image, it's going to get played on. Well, that's good. So let's go and see another one. So this in this the 3D thing must be gets viewed on. Well, let me focus on somewhat big. Yeah, here it comes. Make sure that you focus, the light settings are good so that you can make your focus so easier and quicker. So if you're going to see, yeah, the image looks good, the 3D thing. So yeah, even there are such details like shadow things all. So well, that's going to be a good thing. So finally, our image. So this is how we have built, and this is how the AI technology guys are going to building things and how they are getting things to us. So I too probably think that you guys do some great stuff from this video and do some great things in AI technology. So guys, we finally came to an end. So we learned great things, what is meant by AR and VR, how they are used in daily life, how they are going to get transformed in future. So learning AR and VR is going to play a major role in this future. So learn AR and VR and make your future go stronger. So I even hope that from this video you guys have known what is meant by Unity, how to use them and how to do some AI basic project. I hope you guys are going to create some good stuff than me and make things to look greater. So thank you one and all, and let us see in another video.